So January 7, 2015 was a mark of 12 homicides. A tragedy occurred in the office of Charlie Hebdo, located in Paris, France. Because of this recent tragedy, Charlie Hebdo has not become only the world's most famous magazine, but also the world's best-selling. Originally, Charlie Hebdo only printed about 60,000 copies, and so selling half of that, which is 30,000. Within the past 2 weeks, they have been able to print and sell 3 million copies and have ordered additional 2 million copies to be printed out within the next week in 16 different languages. So like I was saying, what is Charlie Hebdo? Charlie Hebdo is a famous French magazine known for its satirical weekly articles that mock politics and religious leaders. More than ever, the Charlie Hebdo has focused all of its attention to Muhammad Prophet. It started all the way back since 2007. 2007, the followers of Muhammad actually went to sue Charlie Hebdo because they did not like it. They said, okay, well, why are they talking about our religion, etc. But of course, they lost the case because of freedom of speech. So then again, in 2011, the Muhammad followers actually firebombed them because of the print 100 coups, 100 lasses if you don't die of laughter, and that's in French. So they firebombed them, and there you see like all the issues being burned. And for some months, they actually had, Charlie Hebdo actually had security come and park there every day in front of the building, but eventually they relocated. But it still didn't scare them because in 2012 they continued, and they actually had pictures of him depicting Muhammad Prophet naked. So Charlie Hebdo has actually clearly rose tensions with the Muhammad Prophet, but the freedom of speech still stands strong. The reason I chose this topic is because I feel like I can relate to both sides. I can see why the Muhammad would be mad. I mean, not to the extreme where they can go killing people, but I can see why they would be mad, and at the same time I stand for freedom of speech. An example would be like South Park. I know you guys all know what South Park is. You guys all seen it. Okay, so one time I seen this episode where they were calling God a rat, and that's pretty offensive. Like, why would you call God a rat? I'm Catholic. That offended me. But at the same time, it is freedom of speech, so I was able to laugh it off. So because I was able to connecting to those, I think that's how I kind of seen how the Muhammad's would get mad, and that's freedom of speech. So this is why I chose the topic, and I wanted to see what the rest of the world had to say about it. So first, I would by telling you guys what triggered the Kouachi brothers, these are terrorists that went to go kill him. You guys will get a better understanding as to why the tragedy took place. First, I will talk about how and where it occurred, and then I will talk about how it has affected Paris and its community. So, like I said, in 2011, the Charlie Hebdo building had already been attacked, and this was indeed its second attack. So, early Wednesday morning, 2 weeks ago, not too long ago, the two brothers, they did not like it, so they went and took action because they did not like the copies of the printouts. So they drove directly to the building, Charlie Hebdo, and basically they went inside. They forced the receptionist to let them in, and the name of the receptionist was Corinne Ray. Corinne Ray actually had to put in a code to get inside this meeting because they were actually having a editorial weekly meeting. The two terrorists were looking for editor Stephanie Charbonnier, and once they were inside the meeting, there was 12 people in the meeting. They seen all the 12 people, and as soon as they seen them, the terrorists got in there and they just shot all of them, each and every one of them. And at the time, the journalists they were what's going on? They were confused, but all of them were just killed. There's 10 journalists and 2 officers. Well, here's a little video. Is it okay if I show it? Okay, I'm only going to put 4 minutes because I don't want my time to waste. So I'm gonna fast forward it actually. Okay.
Just go ahead and move forward.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna move forward.
Down at the bottom? No, at the bottom, all the way.
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Okay, well, basically now, what I just said, they went into the room and they shot the 12 people, and here are the victims.
Just put resume slideshow on top because you're
I know, but the mouse isn't.
Hit F5. On the keyboard, you hit F5.
So yeah, basically they just went into the meeting room and they shot all these people. These are the victims, the 12 that's definitely what they were looking for, and those are 2 officers that they don't have pictures of yet. So, as soon as this happened, there was like a chase began. They were running away from the cops. They encountered the cops 3 times. All of them were okay until last time where they shot one of the cops. One of the officers reported dead, and again they still got away until the next day. So now that you know how the scene took place, I will now talk to you about how this has affected Paris. So meanwhile, while this was happening in one place, we find out that there's more people that are involved. So there's another spot, and there's 2 more terrorists. So these are 2 people that killed the people in the meeting, and then these 2 we find out that they're involved later. So while this is happening, while these people are being trapped, apparently they ended up killing the 2 terrorists, and 2 officers got injured. They surrounded them with helicopters, and that's how they trapped them. But while that's happening, this guy right here in the supermarket is holding all these hostages, and he's telling that I'm gonna kill everyone until you let these 2 guys free. Of course, the cops are not gonna let them free because they had already murdered 12 people. So they go ahead and they shoot this guy. And now this girl has gone away, we don't know where, but apparently she had made 500 calls with the Watcher brothers in the moment it occurred. So now that the whole event has happened, Paris, France, is like mourning and it is grieving over their lost ones, of course, but more than ever, freedom of speech is standing up for its rights. And a spokesperson like George Clooney, Obama, everyone has come together, gathered around, and talk about freedom of speech. A lot of people are wearing the Juice Charlie. It means I am Charlie, saying that I will continue to fight for my freedom of speech. A lot of people have posted that on Twitter. That's the cover of the article, and people are wearing it as shirts. And yeah, so so now that I talked about Charlie Hebdo and his rebellious humorous journalism, I hope to give you a better understanding as to why this tragedy took place. That's it. Thank you.